Shadowbox TV here. I've just recently heard the news that a date has been announced for Lomachenko to fight Rigondeaux, and obviously within the boxing community at the moment, within hardcore fans, there is a bit of excitement for this fight. Obviously, a lot of fighters have been, a lot of fans have been waiting for this fight to be announced because it involves two of the greatest amateur fighters, most decorated amateur fighters of all time. Both of them are double Olympic gold medalists, and they've both had literally hundreds of amateur fights, have won hundreds of amateur fights with only a handful of losses. When I heard this news initially, obviously it was announced by Dan Raphael. I was quite skeptical about it because obviously, if you look back in history, obviously Rigondeaux did have problems with Lomachenko's promoter, which is Bob Arum. Obviously, back in time, Bob Arum did put Rigondeaux in the ring with Nonito Donaire, and he completely schooled Nonito Donaire, and I believe that did piss off Bob Arum, and Bob Arum did lose an exponential amount of money from Nonito Donaire actually losing to Rigondeaux, because after Rigo actually beat Donaire, his career literally nosedived, and all of his marketability went down the drain when he lost his fight. His next few fights, obviously his next notable loss was against Nicholas Walters, who ironically Lomachenko fought and easily beat. But it must be said, if this fight has been announced, I am definitely looking forward to it. It's just the fickle nature of boxing fans. Obviously, everyone is the whole world is at this moment enamored with the Conor McGregor Mayweather fight. So there's not that much attention being paid to other fights that are happening at this moment in time. Obviously, Cotto is fighting Kamaga this weekend, while the Conor McGregor versus Mayweather fight is going on. And obviously another fight that is overlooking attention at this moment in time is obviously the Golovkin versus Golovkin versus Canelo fight. But another fight that I'm actually looking forward to, if this fight is legitimately signed and delivered, and it's definitely going to happen, is obviously this fight with Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux. Now, obviously this is a very difficult fight to choose who's going to actually win this particular fight, because you're dealing with two fighters that are arguably the most complete fighters in the sport at this moment in time. Now, despite the similarities that they both have, they're both Olympic gold medalists. They both have hundreds of amateur fights, and they both are incredibly skilled at what they do. They both have incredibly different styles. With Lomachenko, you've got a fighter who's a volume combination puncher, who does fight off combination, off counter punching, but he seems to throw combinations when he sees holes in his opponent's defense. And then with Rigondeaux, you've got a fighter who's a counter puncher, who seems to pot shot, quite similar to what Mayweather does, where he very rarely throws more than 3 or 4 punches, but he throws 1 or 2 shots extremely precisely and somehow wins the rounds. He's extremely economical. He never puts himself out of position. He only throws shots when he's 100% sure that they're going to land. While with Lomachenko, he's more of an exciting fighter who throws more punches as the rounds go on. So this is a very interesting clash of styles. You've got 2 fighters who are extremely skilled. Obviously, I feel like Lomachenko is more skilled in terms of his footwork, the way he moves around. I'm not saying Rigondeaux doesn't have skills in terms of his footwork, but obviously both of them are southpaw, so they both bring a southpaw dynamic to this particular fight. In terms of who I would want to win this fight, in my opinion, I want Rigondeaux to win this fight. I feel like Rigondeaux has been screwed over by the politics of the sport. He's never really managed to make the huge payday that he's deserved to be compensated for the talent that he has. But obviously, another reason why I want Rigondeaux to actually win this particular fight is I feel like it must be said. I feel like the boxing establishment has been pushing Lomachenko quite a bit, and it's not because I dislike Lomachenko. I like Lomachenko, but I just want to see. I want to see a fighter that the boxing. I want to see a fighter that the political power within boxing doesn't want to succeed. In that being obviously Rigondeaux. I want him to pull off the upset. In some sense, it will be an upset because even though hardcore fans understand the skill that Rigondeaux has, in terms of marketability, Lomachenko is a more marketable fighter that more casual fans do know about. Obviously, Conor McGregor has spoken about Lomachenko recently when they asked him how come obviously Lomachenko put out a tweet where he said he's willing to be a sparring partner for Conor McGregor's fight against Mayweather, and then Conor McGregor responded by saying that he shouldn't be worried about me. I'm paraphrasing here, but he said he shouldn't be worrying about me. He should be worried about Rigondeaux, another fight in his weight class that he should fight. So obviously, one thing that can't be denied though is Lomachenko does have certain advantages when it comes to this fight. Obviously, with it being on a Bob Arum show, if it's a close decision, it's more than likely going to go to Lomachenko's favor. Another advantage that he has is he's a younger fighter. Obviously, Lomachenko is relatively older, and another thing he has going for him is the fact that he has basically he's going to be bigger than Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux is a bantamweight, while you could say that Lomachenko is a lightweight. So at this moment in time, I just can't pick a winner between the two because it's such a closely contested fight. But I'm leaning towards Rigondeaux to pull off the upset. I say it's an upset because the boxing establishment and the politics within the sport and the people controlling the sport obviously want Lomachenko to win because he's more of a marketable commodity than Rigondeaux at this point in time. But that's my 2 cents on it. That's what I believe at this moment in time. Obviously, when we get closer to the fight, I may do another prediction video. But I just wanted to give my current thoughts about obviously this fight just being announced and the date being announced. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So yeah, just like this video so that obviously I can make more videos such as this, and obviously subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way, and obviously join the Facebook group and like the Facebook page that I do have below in the comment section below. Thank you for your time. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.